What's going on, everyone? Hey, vacation time. How's it going? How's it going? No, not quite a giveaway of all the gold and silver. I'm just looking up what's going on, Evergrande and everything, and figured might as well go live. Yeah, I've thought about doing auctions, but being Canadian, I don't think I'm really gonna do it. Most of my audience is in the States, and then the cost of shipping is just crazy when you think about it. Yeah, I actually put a market buy order in for the VXX over the weekend, so I actually had a pretty good day in the markets today. Decided to use that as a bit of a hedge on everything else. And that went up more than everything else dropped, so what's going on, Pastor Mo? How's it going? How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? S triple Q, what's that? I've never heard of that stock before. Might as well put some tunes on. This isn't too loud, is it? Shorting the NASDAQ, inverse of the triple Q. Yeah, I don't even know what the triple Q is. I'm not really. I follow what the index funds do and everything like that, but I don't. I don't really buy them, or I don't actually short them or anything like that. Yeah, I think silver is not a bad buy at this price. I do think it's probably gonna end up the year a little lower than where it is today, but yeah. What's going on, Cal? How you doing? So it seems like Evergrande had this three red line policy that they put in, well, the Chinese government put in way back last year. And then, yeah, Evergrande didn't really abide by any of them. Like their assets weren't, or their liabilities weren't 70% or lower of their assets. I hope I said that correctly, but yeah, net gear ratio wasn't intact. It's kind of crazy. And it seems like none of their big property owners are abiding by any of this. So it seems to be more like a symptom of a bigger problem, not the problem itself when it comes to Evergrande. At least from what I'm finding out. It's good to see you, Cal. Yeah, gold went down too. Let's see what they're trading at right now. Well, I'm seeing silver at 2050 Canadian. That's pretty nice. And gold is 2204. Wonder what that is in US dollars. So in US dollars, that'd be 1737.01. That's not too bad at all for gold. $22.46 an ounce for silver. Hey, got a question. You ever ping tested a gold Canadian maple? No, I have not. Just got a quarter ounce maple and it passes all the other tests, but it doesn't ping right. That is strange. Is it a different diameter? What's going on, Will Ann? Yeah, the site that I like to use is this one here, Border Gold. You get to see all the buying and selling prices and everything, so that'd be obviously Canadian dollars is showing there for what they buy it at, but makes figuring out the spreads and all that real easy. What's going on, Wasatch Wizard? Speaking of maples, I know it's not a maple, but I was thinking about your black and gold wolf coin. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That is definitely one of my favorite coins. It's probably second to the multifaceted links. Silver coins, they just seem to be a bit more beautiful to me than the gold ones, if that makes sense. Gold is nice and all that in terms of monetary value, but I kind of like the look of silver a little bit more. That is very interesting vacation time. You get this acid, and it's just scratch a little bit off on the rim, and then drop a bit of acid on it, make sure it's 24 karat gold and all that. Although that's just the surface that you're testing, so Oh yeah, the ultra high relief coins. Yeah, Royal Canadian Mint has been making some crazy reliefs lately. Yeah, I'd assume it's real, but if it's passing all the tests you could throw at it but the ping test. But yeah, it's kind of weird. If it sounds different, when it's the same diameter and everything. Yeah, they definitely my favorite mint cal. Vinegar test. Yeah, I never heard of a vinegar test. What is the vinegar test? Vacation time? I'd love to know. Huh. I never knew that. How does vinegar tone silver? Yeah, I'm gonna try to tone silver with vinegar now. And I'm gonna try to see if it has any effect on my gold. Yeah, I was thinking about toning one of those pores, the skulls with the knife in its mouth. But yeah, I tend to agree. I like it all polished up and everything like that. It doesn't work out good, eh, Cal? Because I don't want it to turn into like an all orange or blue or something. That's kind of what I want though. I want it just to be really like darker. I think that'd be a nice look to that piece specifically. It's just gross. That's funny. Eggs in an enclosed case with silver will tone it. Yeah, I heard about that, but kind of want to stick silver in eggs. Seems like a weird thing to do. I don't think I'd have a fun time pulling it out of the eggs. I saw some guy do it on YouTube the other day to just ruin the silver. It's weird seeing it done. Not something I tried, but it's interesting to watch when others do. You put a fresh boiled egg cut in half on a plate next to the silver and put a glad bowl over it. Hmm. Very interesting. Yeah, this Evergrande stuff, it's kind of crazy though. I'm reading this article here. Am I showing the screen? Yeah, I am. So they're saying it's not China's Lehman moment because they have land instead of derivatives. Which is true, but I mean, what's the value of the land when it's just a hole in the middle of the ground? They're not going to get face value for it. I don't think that they're going to have assets able to cover liabilities or even be able to sell it when the entire market's tanking. And it also seems like they're looking at like Evergrande is the entire issue, when it could be all five of the biggest companies from what I've seen could potentially be defaulting on their debts. Good night, Pastor Mo. It's good to have you. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't really buy that if everything's gonna be fine because they have land to sell. I don't. Vacation time. I do not think the Chinese. I could easily be wrong. This is pure speculation, but I don't see why the Chinese government would bail them out. They've been seeming like they're doing everything to try to make it appear like capitalism's failing in China. That's really what it appears to me. They started implementing very capitalist policies, calling themselves the Communist Party. So now it seems like they're trashing every successful business person in that company, so I really don't think that. I don't think they're gonna bail them out. And I think the banks that China has, because they could keep loaning out money and loaning out money because they're backed by the Chinese government, but they have, that's also why a lot of people think it's not going to be a big problem or anything like that. But they're second to the US in the amount of privately owned banks next to the United States of America, so yeah, they're not, all the banks that are not going to be backed by the government are going basically to have some major issues. That is really what it appears to me. So you kind of look into why everyone says it's going to be okay and everything like that. It doesn't seem to be the case. And it seems like there's going to be other companies facing the same issues. What's going on, RZ Wenzu? So yeah, we could see here, like, this is going over what the China's 3 red lines mean for the property firms. With 8 of the 10 most indebted property developers based in China, policymakers have drafted state-run media calling 3 red lines. Here we go. 70% ceiling on liabilities to assets is the first red line. Excluding advanced proceeds from projects sold on contract. 100% cap on net debt to equity ratio. So your debts cannot run up past your equity. A cash to short-term borrowing ratio of at least 1. So you have to be able to meet your short-term debts. That one seems like it should be a given, but apparently none of them could meet any of their short-term debts. You know what's funny about all of this, though? All of these things were implemented to prevent a major downturn in the economy. Oh, how funny that worked out. Hey, what's going on, Kane Friday? That's exactly what I'm thinking. China will not give them a bailout. They already gave direction that they will not encourage that behavior. Make bad choices and face the consequences. Yeah, I really don't think they're going to bail them out. I think their banks that they own are still going to be able to... They're going to lend, because if that's what the government tells them to do, that's what they're going to do. But all the ones that are not backed by the government, they're going to really be in for some hard times. And I should try to figure out how much money is stored in private banks as opposed to banks held by China. Oh, nice. Glad he got a successful slave. How's it going? Oh yeah, the Johnson Mattheys. Yeah, like those hand-poured Johnson Matthey bars. The one on the left there is really cool. That one's a bit newer on the right, but both really nice. Hey, what's going on, Silverstruck? Are those gold eagles? Yes, they are. So it's saying here, what's going on, Sea Monkey Metals? So yeah, it's saying here that there's 637.29 billion yuan, which is like 20 cents to 1 yuan. So it's over $100 billion held in the private banks. It's not a small amount of money. That would be the amount of yuan too, not the amount of derivatives that they hold for everyone, not the amount of everything else that they're holding for everyone. The Chinese government steps in if big. It'll be run by the People's Republic of China after that, yeah. Yeah, I just don't see them bailing out Evergrande. I don't see other property developers being able to meet their debt obligations, so yeah, it is what it is. That's also why I put in a market order for the VIX over the weekend. Well, the VXX. Hey Zach Lane, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate that. Property companies love using leverage when they run out of cash. Oh no. Yeah, I see I see it as just the allowing everyone to use and abuse the leverage that they can. What's going on, Philip the Board? Though I'm anticipating, yeah, I'm checking out the pre-markets here, and everything seems to be going up. Although you could normally anticipate that after any kind of down day on the markets, like a real down day, you could always anticipate a bit of buying the dip. Hey Juan Velasquez, Plumber Stacker, what's going on? How's it going, Plumber? I wonder what property developers in China can borrow. Alarmed by Evergrande, China's lenders hold back on new credit for property developers. There you go. As fears of contagion from any default by China Evergrande Group mounted on this month, some Chinese banks, insurers, and shadow banks stopping offering credit to property developers. There you go. That's what caused Evergrande to go down. They couldn't take out new debt. So if other property developers, they have debt problems, they can't take out new debt to refinance. Boom. And yeah, it's... What am I looking for here? Thanks, Plumber. Had to fail my way a few times to get here, but I guess you miss 100 kind of jump shots before you start getting them in. They have a lot of unfinished projects, and many of their previous builds were substantial. Yeah, and then they were trying to finance all their projects with pre-sales. But now with with Evergrande, nobody wants to start buying other companies' projects on a pre-sale, so they can't finance their projects and everything they're building that way. Yeah, for sure. Definitely easier once you've done a few. So yeah, I think that there's going to be some major problems coming up with this Evergrande stuff. Hey, what's going on, Wild West Stacker? Got 5 trout tonight. Nice. Yeah, I put a market order in for the VIX over the weekend, and then I woke up and everything, and it just skyrocketed when I woke up like 10% or something. And throughout the trading day, it just kept going up. I'm really not surprised. They seem to stop. I remember seeing a lot of people in like mainstream business news talking about how China's just stopping all progress from successful businesses and companies and everything like that. I was kind of looking into just the Alibaba situation and everything like that before. I almost think that they just want to be like, okay, we tried capitalism, it failed. This is the new system we're implementing. I never heard about that Wild West. Alright, I'm gonna Google that right now. So I'm not finding anything on that specifically, but that's just mainly because of everything else when you have China and what you're Googling nowadays. We've been getting all this stuff on Evergrande. They want more government control, I guess, but they never did in the EV sector. Maybe think they would save all of them. Yeah, I think that they tried to forcefully fuel growth too fast, allowed way too much leverage, and then they're just. And then at the worst possible time, as they encouraged leverage to go up and up and up and up and up because they wanted to rebuild after the global financial crisis and everything like that. Like, to me, you know what you're doing when you're causing this economic equation to play out. There's no way you don't look into what the biggest companies in your country that you're regulating, their balance sheets are like, and everything like that. Hey, what's going on, Silver Scorpion? Hey, Angry Warrior Tackle Box. Okay, China, Boeing. Alright, I found it. Boeing lifts China jet demand estimated over 2 decades to 1.47 trillion. Oh wow. Raises forecast slightly on Thursday for China's aircraft demand for the next 20 years, betting on the country's quick rebound from COVID-19 and future growth in its budget airline. Oh wow. That's hilarious. China's airlines will need 8,700 new airplanes through 2040, 1.2% higher than its previous prediction of 8,600 planes made last year. This will be worth 1.47 trillion based on list prices on the U.S. plane makers said in the statement. Yeah, it's probably going to be more than that after you factor in inflation being way higher than what they predicted. The 1.2% increase with contrast with the 6.3% growth Boeing forecast last year, which made China a bright spot on the aviation market at the height of the coronavirus lockdowns worldwide. So I'm wondering here if they're talking about 20% of deliveries for China or for Boeing. Either ways, that's a huge number. Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, trillion's the new million, Wild West. Remember that song, If I Had $1 Million? All that stuff that you could buy. Yeah, it seems like lifetimes ago. I'm doing good, Angry Warrior. How are you? That's the story last week. Check your email and there's today's story about it. Oh, nice. The channel perks have been approved. But can you get 3 monkeys? Still get a monkey with $1 million. To get that, a mansion, a car, or specifically a Corvette, as they said. Alright, thank you, Wild West. Alright, here's the story. U.S. says Chinese government blocking Boeing airplane purchase. Oh, so they're preventing domestic airlines. I see what they're doing then. Huh. I've reached my article limit, apparently. That's too bad. Yeah, I really don't think that, I don't think that this is going to end too well. Like, the future, like, implied opens up, as you guys could see, but yeah, you always kind of need to expect that after it's a real down day. That's the pre-markets. There we go. Well, silver's up. Not really, though. It just kind of stopped falling. Actually, I wonder what the bonds are, what the 10 years at. 1.53. So if yields keep rising, that's also not going to be good for the markets. Yeah, I kind of see it as they're pretty flat, though, the metals right now. I kind of see tomorrow as being a bit of a flat day. Things might go up a little bit, but 2 steps backwards, 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards, 1 step forward. Tends to be the way things go. And every time the market's full like this, the next day it tends to have a few people want to buy the dip. Put a 1 in the chat if you're buying the Evergrande dip. I wonder what that... I don't think anyone's buying that dip. Not one person. Yeah, it's a good point. One thing that I think is funny is right now nobody even thinks about the US defaulting or anything like that. It's not even a concern anyone has. Yeah, I'm getting some I didn't buy gold on this dip, but I did get some silver. I've been buying some junk silver lately. Mainly the half dollars. Trying to work on getting a box of half dollars together. I think that'd be awesome to have. You see, one thing that I'm thinking about though is Evergrande holds all the property and everything for it. Everything there, right? One of these things is not like the other musical. Yeah, a lot of people seem to enjoy that. Yeah, I've actually been going with the US half dollars vacation time. I mean, I got a couple barber half dollars in there. I got mainly walkers. Good night, Silver Scorpion. Thanks for showing up. It's good to see ya. Yeah, I was gonna say Canada's making some crazy high relief coins. They have the new the EHRs. I think it was EHR they called, but it's like extraordinary high relief. Remember seeing that somewhere? Yeah, I think that's what the Lynx is. So they have another one that's like the Rocky Mountains with a lake in it. Let's see if I can find a picture of it here. Alright, here we go. That would be the one. I actually wonder if this site has it. Mint.ca. Oh yeah, they do. I'm not sure if you guys have seen any of the R&D lab coins. So you can see how the coin is like cut out and lifted off. I only have the multi-layered coins too. Yeah, you can see the back there. This is a coin I want to get. Yeah, you can see how the shadows cast on the back and it's separate, so it's like really a multi-layer, and then you can see how just wide how thick that is. That's crazy. That's loony. Yeah, they're not too bad. Those the werewolf coins. Like this would be the bullion dealer name our house. That'd be 56.32 American. That'd be US. That's Canadian, but I don't know why they just doesn't show both US or both Canadian, but kind of silly, but whatever. See the 30 basketball coin, 2021. No, I haven't. Is that a Royal Canadian Mint? Yeah, I saw this one here. The coin and bar set, but I can't even really tell who that is. Still pretty cool though, but yeah, I kind of passed on that one. Have a good night, vacation time. Good to see ya. Yeah, Fiji actually makes some pretty nice coins, Wild West. I wonder what percentage. Oh, wow. In 2017, it was 16.4% of China's GDP. And they were leveraging a lot more since then, it seems like, so. So it went down by 2019, they're saying. Oh, wow. New residential house price change since January 2011. That is insane. And then you're gonna see that the edge of the cliff. They have more in property than stocks and bonds, but I guess that's a good thing because you have so many derivatives of everything. Yeah, you thought your household debt in the States was bad? Among China's 34 largest developer, 27 reported year-over-year increase of sales and volume in May. Yeah, it's funny how those two guys get released right when right when the States drops the charges. Those two Canadians come back, and China says they're completely unrelated. 2021 Samoa basketball coin. I got an email the other day about the. Oh, that is nice. Is that the one there? That is really nice. That's actually a really cool coin. Yeah, no kidding, Wild West. That's definitely an expensive fidget spinner. Yeah, successful slave, it's crazy. It seems like it's just an issue of an over leveraged market, not an over leveraged company. And it seems like they're just one of the first to go. If other creditors don't want to loan money to the other major property developers when it comes to Evergrande, and they're already in debt issues, people are waiting and holding off buying new properties because they see the prices going down, so they can't get pre-sales to finance the properties in order to sell them. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. That's all fueled by a lack of demand and leverage. I guess it's the leverage causing the lack of demand, but I think people just need to be aware as a consumer as to what they're actually buying, what they're putting their money into. Like for me, there's only a couple banks around here where I'd actually take a mortgage out with. I wouldn't be just going to any bank to take out a mortgage or anything like that personally because I know not all banks are going to be able to weather storms that could arise in that time. And when it comes to house and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I kind of want the house to be mine and not need to get ruined by banks falling apart. You might have only started paying off like a down payment and then put a bunch of money that just went to interest payments before you actually put anything to the principal of the house, which is some people's reality. And then the bank could have gone down or whatever, and then, yeah. And then people are saying that, well, it's probably not going to be that way. There'd be a big deal because Evergrande owns property, unlike Lehman Brothers, who own derivatives, which is 100% true, but you can't sell the properties, and if you manage to sell them, it's going to be at like pennies on the dollar. It's just not going to work out too well. But then they're also saying, well, if that does happen, China owns the banks, therefore they're going to be fine, and everything's going to be backstopped by China, but there's so many banks in China that are privately owned. And it's over $100 billion worth of, not yuan worth, but dollars worth of yuan, I guess, that is held in the privately owned banks. Crazy. So what's the end game here? I don't know, but it's not a stock, it's a... Oh, I'm not even showing the screen. That's funny. Have a good night, Silverstruck. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I actually own a lot of bank shares, because you know the banking games that get played and that can get played and how greedy they are and everything. My portfolio has a lot of bank shares in it for that reason. And they're good at taking over everything and owning everything. That's just their business. Yeah, so I put in a market order for this morning. Got it at the 25.87. Started dipping, but I didn't see it till it was like right around 11 or so. Right about there. Around 27.30. Crazy. But that's what I got today. Oh yeah, for sure, Wild West. they just want to own everything. They want you to be... The perfect world is they own everything and you loan everything from them, so they can get paid interest for your life. Endgame, be the issuer and buyer of last resort debt. What's going on, B2? How's it going? Yeah, for me, I'm not kind of happy with everything that's unfolding. I feel like positioned nicely. Hey, what's going on, Bionic Fishy Fish? Although it'll be a crazy time. I just don't see it working out too good, though. All those Chinese banks are about to default on a $100+ billion note. What happens then? Well, it's going to be not so much one major financial institution going down. It's going to be a bunch of small ones, which is going to ripple out and make it so other people need to budget more and they can't afford as much, which will hurt other parts of the economy, which will then hurt other parts of the economy, and they're not going to get bailed out, I don't think, at all. I don't think Evergrande's the issue. It doesn't seem like to me. It just seems like massively over leveraged property developers were allowed to leverage so much more and so much more and so much more just so that they could help the expansion after the global financial crisis. And they didn't really work out too good because everyone took on too much leverage. And then to stop a major financial calamity. Yeah, that's why we're going through this now, because they had to regulate everything to stop a potential downturn in the economy. Instead, let's just create one. I'm watching Despicable Me. Nice. I've watched that many times with my son. Same as the Minions movie. He loves that. Here's what happens. They kick the can down the road. Another year, same as always. Yeah, but I can't remember who said it. But it's like it just becomes a bigger can and bigger can, and then it becomes too big, you can't kick it anymore without breaking your leg. My dog likes it, that's funny. How come I sub and go on that sign-on bonus thing when I subbed? What sign-on bonus thing? Oh, the thing that pops. Well, I need to make a bionic fishy fish. How do I make you it says sign into chat. I don't want to fiddle with everything. We're gonna make you a mod later on. Same as Silver Hair Seeker. So how am I streaming then if I'm not signed in? What's going on, Yankee? How's it going? So for everyone coming in now, a little bit of a change of audience lately, but yeah, so basically what we're at with Evergrande is it's a symptom of a bigger problem, and there's probably going to be a bunch more property developers that are going to tank. Are we being civil in here? Yes. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, Yankee. I really appreciate it. And I honestly don't think China's going to bail out Evergrande or any of the other ones that are probably going to fail after Evergrande. This making attempt at being creepy and apparently wasn't high enough on the scale to register in most checks. That's so funny. What comment did I miss? Thanks, B2. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, so I ended up buying the VIX. Figured I put in a market order over the weekend, got it right when it opened at 25.87. Then yeah, had a pretty good day today. Not that kind of sign-on bonus, big country. So what do you guys think about the VIX? Well, not the VIX, but the VXX. I keep saying the VIX, but I feel like if it goes to nothing, well, it gave me peace of mind. I feel like I'd rather investing in stuff. I feel like it's not the math or the anything like that. It's the emotion, managing all of that. And even if it doesn't really perform much, whatever, that means that my stocks didn't drop much. That's kind of the way I look at it, and you get peace of mind, who cares? And then if everything goes down, I'll end up getting excited and selling the VIX and buying everything that just went down. Or the VXX, as I keep saying the VIX. So he's buying some Evergrande shares on this dip. I'm definitely not. Yeah, I feel you, Yankee. You didn't buy any Evergrande shares, Yankee? We had a local PD officer and his wife were arrested a couple days ago in domestic dispute. She took his phone. He tried wrestling it back. She bit him. He chased her. Crazy. Yeah, well, we've been looking into some other property developers in China, and there's a lot that don't seem to abide by that 3 red line policy. Like, there's a lot. And a lot of the information on a lot of these companies, I just can't find it after. Yeah, I'm having some issues with the chat, Yankee. I'll show you. some East Texas sounding stuff there. The crazy big country. Yes, I did. But for some reason it thinks I'm someone else when I go to type in the chat. It's all good though, I could just talk. But yeah, I can't make you a mod or anything, Yankee. Sorry about that. That's funny. Will I figure out polls? Thumbs up for yes. Beaver for no. Yeah, it's crazy I'm like one of the only people that doesn't have the beaver emoji. Crazy how we can't have the beaver emoji. Oh, wait. Wait. There is a beaver emoji now. I have the channel membership going now, so there is a beaver emoji. There we go. No, it told me to sign in to my YouTube channel when I signed on, or when I opened it all up. And then here it's saying sign into chat. It's my rookie year though, so maybe it's just me. Yeah, I tend to go with the beaver on this one. Over. Alright. Most hacks always brings up another tab. Sign into YouTube, go to the stream, pop up the chat. Close the tab so it isn't digging into your bandwidth, and put the chat over the stream window. Yeah, I know I've been on YouTube for over a year, but that's like I wanted to say that's like French to me, but that's like I'm Canadian, so it's like Spanish to me. Okay, what kind of pieces do you want to see? Kind of on the other side of... I switch off the main screen, we don't have an audio source. Oh, really? Oh, I see. So can you hear me when I'm in this screen? Oh, I see. So it's only when I'm in this one. Hmm. How do I do that? Okay, I'm having some issues with this. So I go to this one. The source. Back to the main screen and look for your audio source. Copy and paste it into the other scenes. Okay, can you hear me now? Now since I'm on this one. Good thing we have Yankee here. So I've been talking to myself for a while then. Well, gotta figure these things out at some point. Better figure it out at the start. That's so funny. So when I was talking about Evergrande and all that, while I was doing all the research, nobody could hear a word I was saying. What did the beaver say to the tree? Nice gnawing you. That's so funny. Waiting for the wrench to vanish so someone can mute me. I think you can mute other people with wrenches. I think so. Oh, you've been able to hear me the entire time? Well, Well, even if you could, I'm just gonna pretend like you couldn't. Then everything will make sense to me. Yeah, the one bad thing about this website, though, the Board of Gold, they do not have good shipping stuff for it. But like, as you can see, like 56.25, you get the 2-ounce Werewolf Creatures of the North or whatever. It's not bad deals, but 26.53 for a 1-ounce silver coin, not too bad. But $30 flat rate shipping. So unless you're buying a lot, not really worth it. Where did the beavers keep their money? In the river bank. That's so funny. I'm gonna need to figure out some beaver coin or beaver jokes. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys some silver and stuff, wasn't I? Let's see what I have in the tube here. I actually do not have a clue what's in this tube. I just grabbed a random tube out from the safe for display purposes. Okay, this is a bunch of just random rounds. You can pick up good, nice, decent rounds. Like this one I got at a decent price. Freedom Girls I got at a decent price, and yeah, for like 20 cents over the price of some random generic round. Who cares? I think I did a video on that before. Yeah, a few Freedom Girls. These are really nice rounds, I have to say. This will be the first series that I have collected, because yeah, when I first started, I just want to get like I want to get 100 ounces of silver and not pay 1 penny more than a maple for my first 100 ounces of silver that I stacked. And I was able to get these at the same price as the maples, which I only got one of each of them, just because I like the recognizability of the maples over these at the time. Not that it's a big thing, but after a while, like when it's gonna add up after a while. And it's not just this one here, this one there, but it's gonna be, do you want 100 ounces or something to be less recognizable? Or do you want to get, out of the first 100 ounces, not paying a penny more, get 96 of them maples? That one was definitely a premium over spot or a maple for, though. Same as this one. Those reverse proof. Pervy marks are nice. Yeah, funny story about this one. These are the kind of, when I go to my LCS, now I have a relationship and everything with him, those are the kind of maples that he gives me when I ask for maples. It's not really like I'm getting a bunch of just maples or whatever. Anything non-capsule, want to see some silver that you could touch. I could pull out some hand pours from the safe. Hey, 2A Curl, what's going on? Sorry, I was away from the chat for a while. A certain big 6 Canadian bank is starting to stock platinum maples. Which one is that? Would that be national? Something tells me it's either gonna be national or royal. Oh, TD. That's the one I've been I've been getting a lot of TD shares over the past year. I say a lot, but I mean a lot for the portfolio my size, not really a lot. But yeah, I'll go get some hand pours, bring them out. Yeah, it's very interesting because yeah, I'm investing in them. I never knew that they were stacking platinum. Found a W bat today. First W I've found in a month or better. Nice. I have no W quarters. Although I'm Canadian, so I can't really go coin roll hunting for them. What's going on, Numismaniac? Good to see you. I'm always interested in the what's going on with the Canadian banks, though. Yeah, so just to start off, we want something you can touch, not in a capsule. This is probably my favorite bar, including the ones I've poured. Other than something that's just pure sentimental value, just has like the bar for a bar though. That's probably my favorite. The old hand poured Johnson Matthews. Gotta go into the safe, grab some other hand pours. So that'd be a skull that I just poured not too long ago. Didn't polish it up or anything really yet. I don't really plan on polishing it up. I kind of just like it the way it is. I like that rugged, rough finish to it. Not so smoothed out like it's just being polished a lot. The polish look, it's nice for some pieces, but for others, who really cares? That's kind of the way I see it. This would be a round that I poured. Probably my favorite round I poured. Not the biggest or anything like that. It's not the shape, just the ripples. Just how close they are together. I've stared at this thing for a while at a time before. This will be my first community pour that I got. This will be a silver stacking Rockstar, his first bar he ever poured. Just a small little piece. But I want to help encourage him as he started his YouTube channel and everything, and it's a nice little bar. I was actually kind of surprised when I first got it. But it's a really, really cool bar. And I got to decide how he stamped it and everything when I was in his live chat, so that's kind of cool. I had traded Will for this round. This would be probably one of the first pieces Will has ever poured. Or not Will Land, Will's Treasures, sorry. Got the number 4. That's always fun, getting the number 4 piece. And then, just for fun, while I have the safe opened, gotta check this one out a little bit. That's crazy, isn't it? Just all the different shapes in there. The way all the light reflects in all these different ways. It almost gives it this like see-through look where the light shines. Like it's seeing through the silver and there's a mirror in the back or something. Definitely a different look to it than I've ever seen before. So it's gonna be an expensive set to try to go after, but hopefully after a while. Get a tube of 20 rounds and play with them like poker chips. Oh yeah, the Lynx was the cheapest of all of them. I think the bear was the other one. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty penny to go after. One style of coins I want to get is the Robert Bateman's. The Robert Bateman designed coins from the Royal Canadian Mint. See if I can bring it up. Is it Robert Bateman? The lion here. That is crazy. The amount of detail you could see on that and everything, like, my goodness. What an artist that guy is. Like, it looks 3D and everything. You can see all the wrinkles and little details and even his cheek there. I wanted to get this one so bad. I didn't get it though. But I wanted to get this one so bad, the wolf. Big fan of that guy's art. Although with the Robert Bateman stuff, you're really buying it for the Robert Bateman art, not the silver at all. I think wasn't there a buffalo he did, or yeah, it's a moose. Crazy. Yeah, this is the horse. That's the one I want to get next as a more pricier coin. This black and gold horse. Just so I could say I have this one already. Then I could actually keep moving forward with the set. I think there's going to be a... I'm assuming a bear is going to be the last in that series, but yeah, it's crazy how these were going for like $7 for a 1/10 ounce before. These 1/10s. So I never really thought about what I'm going to be doing for an end of stream or anything like that. I wonder if there's beaver races. You know what, maybe I shouldn't have Googled beaver race live on YouTube, but whatever, it's all good. Nothing bad happened. So how do people get those duck things? How do we do an end of stream? What's going on, Jimmy Licari? Fever Racing, how you talking? What's going on, LJ? Yeah, after Googling that, I'm like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have Googled this live on YouTube, but you never know what could come up when you type in beaver before anything. So how do I do this thing? I think I just messed it all up, didn't I? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hit go, you all type in a number, only one guess, for a silver quarter, 80%. And hopefully this giveaway actually works out to be a decent giveaway. And actually works out for once, because I clearly do not know what I'm doing. Alright. Everyone pick a number. Go for it. 1 to 20. And we'll do a little duck race or whatever the thing does, and I'll try to give away a silver quarter. And I can't type in the chat, so just type a number in. Everybody's gonna get a minute or so here to type a number in. And then whenever my thing says 832 on the bottom right there. There we go, we got a 4 in the chat. Good job, Wild West. Wild West knows what's up. Feel free to drop your link too. Any of you, feel free to drop your links. Yeah, so I'd make you a mod, Jimmy the Curry, but unfortunately I'm locked out of my own chat. I'm a rookie live streamer tonight, so it is what it is. Alright, everyone's got their number. Here we go. These things are the funniest games. Oh, we got number 19. He's gonna win. He always takes home the bacon. He looks like a banker. Oh, the strawberry one. What are these guys made out of? They've got some crazy designs. There's a panda. There's Santa. There's an alien duck. Yeah, the strawberry duck definitely threw me off, though. As long as the one with the crown doesn't win. I'm not rooting for number 8. Nobody picked number 8, did they? Number 12. There we go. Did anyone pick number 12? Alright, race again. This could take a while. If there's no winner by the 3rd attempt, I'm just gonna go to, or by the 4th attempt, I'm just gonna go to whoever's closest. So Hughes ducks Hughes. We got the panda at number 4. There we go. I think I saw an 11 in the chat. I saw a 9 in the chat for sure. Trying to remember what numbers you saw because I don't want to change the screen. Oh, number 7. Lucky number 7. But he's gonna lose. Someone's gonna overtake him. I know it. There we go. 14 for the win. He was taking some steroids though, so it's not a valid victory. We gotta do it again. Alright, winner after the 2nd time. Will we... Is 3rd time the charm or 4th time the charm? Yeah, it could be a wild, wild west for sure. Can you tell I put a lot of thought into how I'm going to do my end of stream? I thought about it for a whole 0 seconds before I went live and decided to do an end of stream. Do we have the yellow stripy duck winning, or we have the pirate duck red in his tail, and then we have the panda duck? Oh, who's this purple duck coming up behind? Number 6, he's gonna take it all home. Oh, Jimmy Licari, you won. You know what to do. I don't think I've sent you anything before, so you gotta send me an email to claim it. I know you're still here. I know you're lurking. Larkin Licari. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out and everything. And who should we raid? What channel? Who is live right now? No problem, Jimmy. Thank you for hanging out, thank you for supporting, and thanks to everyone for being here tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So, who is live right now, though? I can't drop a link in the chat, so... Yeah, it's kind of funny the way things are going tonight with the rookie streaming. Thank you, LJ. So when I go to the YouTube, it shows me as live. I don't know why it's showing me my own videos. I've got Copper Owl coins. He's live. You know what? Does anyone have a link for Ozart? He's got a nice chill stream. Okay. I think I've got a link now. Hey, Hector's Interesting Coins. Good to see ya, but we're actually just wrapping up right now. There we go. Go drop a 4. Tell him I say hi. Go hang out with him. Let's go raid Ozart.